colleagues. My name is Claudia Abar, and I'm a kindergarten teacher in District 4. I'm also one of your virtual content specialists for kindergarten math. I have a serious question for you. Raise your hand if you've never made a mistake on your lessons. What? You, like me, have made mistakes before? Of course we have. We've made plenty of mistakes. We wanted to highlight something that came up for today's lesson, in which there was an error in the guidance slide, not in the slide that you're going to be showing the students, but rather in the guidance that we give you as a teacher. So let me get right into that so I can highlight it and guide you through it. This is also a really good time for us to go through what all the slides are so that you know exactly what you are asked to do and what each slide is supposed to be for. So again, this is going to be in Unit 5, Day 18. And remember, you can find these slides on TeachHub. So now the very second slide is the guidance for resource. And then in guidance number 3 is the implementation guidance for this lesson. This is when we tell you what we're going to be doing, what the slides have, and everything that you need. And it says right here, we're going to be using the Number Rack app, as well as what the other slides will be. So let me show you what the slides are so that you see exactly what I'm talking about. This is the one where you will do your launch or your mini lesson. And then you have these slides that the students will be working with independently. Now, the first issue that we notice is this. The summary slide here, as you can see, is summary slide E. We have a number rack and we have a number chart, the hundreds chart. Now, the concern is that in the guidance for summarizing here, this is the wrong slide. We apologize for that. It happens. This was the slide from yesterday's lesson. And sometimes we're doing too many things at once. I know you can sympathize with that. So this slide doesn't quite apply. However, when you go into this slide, I'm sorry, not this slide, this one here, the guidance for assessment, the assessment and the work that you can do with this is in fact accurate to the summary slide that we have here. So let's go over the summary slide. The summary slide is this. This is what you do at the end of your lesson to guide your students on what they should have mastered during this session. So here, let's count from 79 to 90, from 61 to 71 using the hundreds chart. And then here, let's look at this number rack, and there's a hyperlink here. And it says, how can we show one more than 19, one more than 30? Now I'm going to go into additional practice with this, but I wanted to make sure that you know that the guidance slide that you have here for this is not accurate. So we're just gonna go ahead and pretend that when you make the copy, you will not copy this slide, the guidance for summary. You do not need this one. But as you can see here, the slide itself is completely accurate. So let's again go over everything. This is the slide, and these dark gray slides are just for you. They're just for your information. You will not share these with the students at any time. The work that you do begin sharing with your students is here. Remember that the explore slides that are always going to be in green are meant for your students to practice independently. The summary slide, which you do as a whole class after they've done the exploration slides. And then in this lesson, luckily enough, we have some additional practice slides. There's a video being made for that so that you can send it along to your families. So we wanted to highlight that there was a mistake in that slide so that you don't plan ahead, so that you do plan ahead when you have to do your work. Now I know our perfect record on slides is completely shattered, and we're starting from number 1 again today. We wanted to point it out because we don't want any surprises. And sometimes our days don't allow us to plan, especially because the slides have a system and a pattern that we can follow very easily. And you might be very grown and you might have grown accustomed to that by now. See how many mistakes I made in this video? That's exactly what teaching is. Thank you for watching, colleagues. We'll see you soon.